Good day everyone, my name is Natasha Jade M. Nicodemus, together with my member Eza Kiara Dumo, and we will going to talk about the region of Central Visayas, which is Region 7, and the capital of Central Visayas is Cebu City, located in Cebu, of course. Central Visayas offers something for everyone, whether you're seeking for adventure, relaxation, or cultural immersion. I suggest pumunta kayo sa Central Visayas to experience that kind of feeling when you're eager to together with the nature. I suggest Central Visayas is the key for you to have a wonderful experience. Ang Central Visayas ay binubuo ng 4 na probinsya. Ito yung Bohol, Cebu, Negros Oriental at Siquijor, kung saan malalaman natin kung ano yung mga kanilang pang-araw-araw na tradisyon, festivals, top destination sa kanilang mga bawat probinsya, at malalaman natin ang kanilang food and delicacies.
Cebu. The capital of Cebu is Cebu City. Cebu City is known as the Queen Catholic City of the South, the oldest one and the largest cities in the Philippines. Ang Cebu City ay nagsisilbing pangunahing destinasyon ng global hub for shipping furnitures and handicrafts manufacturing, business processing services, heavy industry, and tourism. Food delicacies in Cebu. The Lechon Cebu. Cebu is often called Lechon capital of the Philippines for a reason. Lechon is a whole pig roasted over an open flame, resulting in crispy skin and tender flavor meat. And the other one is the dried mangoes. The Philippines, including Cebu, is known for its delicious dried mangoes, a popular souvenir. Ang dried mangoes daw po ay isang pinatuyong mangga na isa sa mga paboritong pasalubong ng mga tao kapag pumupunta sa Cebu City. Top destination in Cebu. Kawasan Falls. Sikat ang Kawasan Falls dahil napakagandang malatorkesa nitong tubig. Isa itong tanyag na destinasyon para sa mga turista at kilala sa payapa at nakaka-relax na kapaligiran. Magellan's Cross. Magellan's Cross is a significant historical site in Cebu City, known for making the arrival of Christianity in the country, when Ferdinand Magellan planted a wooden cross there in 1521. Festival in Cebu. The Sinulog Festival, a vibrant culture and religious celebration, is held annually in Cebu City on the 3rd Sunday of January, honoring the Santo Niño Child Jesus with a grand street parade of traditional dances, music, and cultural festivals. And the word Sinulog means graceful dance, and Sulog means like water current. And the next one is the Halad Inasal Festival. The Halad Inasal Festival in Talisay, Cebu is annually cultural food and religious fest held in October 15, celebrating the city's famous lechon and honoring its patron Saint Teres of Avila. Bohol. The capital of the province of Bohol, Philippines, is Tagbilaran City. Tagbilaran City is located on the southwest corner of the main island of Bohol. It is also known as the City of Peace and Friendship and serves as a gateway to Bohol attraction. Tagbilaran is a component city and discovered by the Spanish in March 16, 1565. The province has 1 city and 47 municipalities and has 1,109 barangays. Food delicacies in Bohol. Kalamay, a sweet and sticky delicacy made from glutinous rice, coconut milk, and brown sugar, often served in a coconut shell. The next one is Chorizo de Bohol, a traditional Filipino sausage with a unique blend of spices and sweet savory flavor, often enjoyed grilled, fried, or in various dishes. Yung Chorizo de Bohol po ay para po siyang langgonisa natin, na may matamis at alat na lasa. Karaniwang iniihaw daw po ito or piniprito. Or isinasama daw po siya sa iba't ibang putahe po. Top destination in Bohol. Chocolate Hills. The Chocolate Hills of Bohol, Philippines are famous for the unique coronical karst hills that turn a chocolate brown during the dry season, creating a striking and visually stunning landscape. The next one is Panglao Island. Panglao Island is found in the municipalities of Daos and Panglao in the province of Bohol. It is known for its white sand beaches, several resorts, and over the years has emerged as one of the Philippines' top beaches destination. Ang Panglao Island daw po ay kilala ito sa mapuputing dalampasigan, maraming resort, at sa paglipas daw po ng panahon, naging isa ito sa mga pangunahing destination ng dalampasigan sa Pilipinas. Festival in Bohol. The Sandugo Festival. Sandugo Festival is a cultural and historical festival as well as a founding anniversary celebration held in the city of Tagbilaran, Bohol, in Philippines, every July 22. It commemorates the historical blood compact entered into by Secotana and Miguel Lopez de Legazpi in the 16th century. It features colorful street dancing, cultural presentations, and delicious local foods. And the next one is Saulog Festival, an annual celebration in Tagbilaran City to honor their patron Saint Joseph. Saulog means to celebrate in the local dialect of Bohol. Other information about Bohol. Bohol is one of the island provinces in the Philippines. The province is known for its numerous cave formation and it's considered a cave country. Bohol is the 10th largest provinces in the Philippines.
Ngayon, pag-uusapan naman natin ang probinsya ng Negros Oriental. Dumaguete ang capital ng Negros Oriental, and ito, kadalasang tinatawag sa Negros Oriental ay City of Gentle People, wherein makaka-interact ka ng mga tao, yung mga local na mga mamamayan sa Negros Oriental na being hospitable and approachable sila. Mas malapit and mas malapit sila sa pag-i-interact with other people, and from the word itself, gentle people, napaka bait and napaka bubuti ng mga tao sa Negros Oriental. And other information about Negros Oriental is you can have a relaxation together with the nature. I suggest if you want some natural and nature loving kind of person, I suggest pumunta ka sa Negros Oriental to visit the top destination na isasabihin ko mamaya. And as long as you have that kind of seeking for adventure with the nature and have a wonderful experience, I suggest pumunta ka sa Negros Oriental to experience that kind of seeking something with the nature. What is the specific call to the Negros Oriental people? Ang tawag sa mga tao na naninirahan sa Negros Oriental ay ang Oriental Negrense. At kadalasan din na tinatawag silang Dumaguteño, na ang capital talaga ng, which is ang capital ng Negros Oriental, ang Dumaguete. So, meron ding tawag sa kanila na Dumaguteño. Next, punta naman tayo sa food and delicacies ng Negros Oriental. Number 1 is sinigang sa upo. Nagtataka ang karamihan kung bakit sinigang sa upo ang pinaka sahog or pinaka vegetables ng sinigang ng Negros Oriental, dahil ang upo ang nagbibigay ng tamis sa sinigang. Kadalasang pampaasim ng sinigayang sampalok, sinigang mix, ganyan. Pero etong sa Negros Oriental, meron silang a slight taste of sweetness. So, kung gusto mo ma-experience and gusto mong matikman ang sinigang sa upo, I recommended na pumunta ka sa Negros Oriental para matikman mo yun. Next naman is ang leche plan. nag-browse ako about sa food and delicacies ng Negros Oriental. Pero, alam naman natin na likas na sa atin na kumain ng leche flan. Pero iba daw kasi ang leche flan ng Negros Oriental. Dahil ang leche flan ng Negros Oriental ay hindi gaanong matamis. Kasi sa atin, sanay tayo na dito sa part ng Luzon natin na sobrang tamis na leche flan. And sa Negros Oriental, merong katamtamang tamis lang yung kinakain na leche flan sa kanila. Leche flan is a Spanish, literally translated to milk custard. Ang leche means milk, ang flan means custard. Next naman ay ang top destination ng Negros Oriental. Number 1 is Apo Island. Isa sa mga na-browse ko or nalaman na island sa Negros Oriental. As you can see, papakita ko yung picture dyan. As you can see, makikita natin ang kagandahan ng island na Apo sa Negros Oriental. So, a volcanic island known for excellent diving and snorkeling. I suggest kung gusto mo mag-dive and ma-experience ang mga underwater creature or underwater animals sa dagat, makakakita ka ng mga 650 species ng mga isda and 400 types of coral such as bubble corals, gorgonians, sea fans, and brain corals. Next naman ay ang Mount Canlaon National Park. Ito naman, talagang katabi ng bundok ng Canlaon. Wherein, ito talaga, together with the nature talaga to. Kasi, mas malapit siya. Kasi ang other national parks exist in the Philippines. This one is specifically centered around Mount Canlaon and its unique ecosystem. So, sabi ko nga, if you wanted to have a relaxation and nature feeling, nature kind of, you are a person who's seeking for natural and nature-loving kind of vibes, I suggest pumunta ka doon sa Mount Canlaon National Park sa Negros Oriental. Ang festival naman sa Negros Oriental ay una na riyan ang Gakod Festival. Gakod means upo, so upo festival yon. Yung upo na gulay na isinahog sa sinigang. Gakod Festival is a celebration of this local produce and its importance to the city agriculture and cuisine, celebrated in month of July. Kadalasan sinaselebrate yun sa buwan ng July and parang giving importance and parang pagpapasalamat din sa pagbibigay ng agriculture, ng nature sa kanila. And parang ano yan, mga balsa na pagandahan sila and para sila meron silang mga competition. Yeah. Next naman is Sandurot Festival sa Negros Oriental na sineselebrate sa Dumaguete. Sandurot means fellowship and reaching out, which is celebrating the diverse history and community formed from various cultures over time. Other information about Negros Oriental is culturally oriented towards Cebu. Most of the people who inhabits the coastal town speak Cebuano. Others dialects spoken are Tagalog or Ilonggo. So the tagline of Negros Oriental is Whale and Dolphins Haven. So ano bang big sabihin ng Whale and Dolphins Haven? The province is known for providing opportunities for whale and dolphin watching tours, especially in areas like Bais Bay and Apo Island. O, sabi ko nga kanina, yung sa Apo Island, if you wanted to watch and to explore marine and mammals in coastal waters, sa Apo Island din, makikita mo yung mga dolphins and whales. Yeah. Let's proceed naman sa Siquijor. Ang Siquijor, ang capital ng Siquijor. So, Siquijor is an island of fire. It's a charming town with a laid-back vibe and a great starting point for exploring the island's beaches, waterfalls, and mystical traditions. Ibig sabihin ng Island of Fire, it's not a sabog na vulkan. It's not about that. But it's because of its long history of healers and mystical practices. Parang manggagamot. Ayun yung mga term na tawag sa mga manggagamot sa Siquijor. That's why tinawag na Island of Fire. The locals are known for their traditional healing techniques using herbs and rituals, ganyan. Tas, giving the island its unique reputation. Kaya naging unique din ng Siquijor kasi mayaman sila sa mga manggagamot and mga ritual. Kasi naniniwala sila na sa pamamagitan ng mga ganong mga gawain, mga bagay na ginagawa nila is gumagaling sila. Next naman, ang food and delicacy sa Siquijor ay ang una na riyan ay lubi-lubi. Ang lubi-lubi ay isang uri ng dahon na kinagamitan ng gata for its natural and creamy texture. Para lang siyang gabi or laing dito sa atin sa Luzon. Ang benefits ng pagkain ng lubi-lubi ay nakakatulong to para gumaling ang ating mga karamdaman din sa kanila, sa paniniwala nila. And one of the food and delicacies or pinaka nire-recommend ng mga taga Siquijor ay ang lubi-lubi. Kaya papakita yung picture. Andyan lang yan. And the leaves are used in poultices for sedative and healing properties and as coholates to relieve neurologic pain or nakakatulong din to sa parang pananakit. Kapag kumain ka doon dyan, gagaling ka. Ayun yung paniniwala nila. Next naman ay ang kinilaw. Kinilaw na isda or binakhaw. Binakhaw ang tawag sa kinilaw sa kanila sa Siquijor. So, karaniwan kasi na pampaasim na sa kinilaw is ang suka, ganyan, kalamansi. Pero sa Siquijor, ang ginagamit nilang pampaasim is yung puno ng siningguelas. As in, parang yung pinaka-skin, yung pinakabalat ng siningguelas para mas maging maasim and mas naging flavorful. And meron ding taste ng bitter kasi mas gusto nila yung ganong lasa. It's made with raw tuna fish, marinated in a tangy mix of vinegar, onions, ginger, and chilies, and most importantly, ang siningguelas. Kasi yun yung pinaka-main ingredients nila sa kinilaw or binakhaw. So, let's proceed naman sa top destination ng Siquijor. One of the top destination of Siquijor is 100-year-old balete tree in Siquijor is a mystical landmark shrouded in folklore. It boasts a natural spring at its base, perfect for unique fish spa experience. Yung mga isda na kinakain yung mga dumi-dumi mo sa paa. I suggest pumunta ka sa Old Balete tree ng Siquijor for you to have a relaxation at the same time together with the nature, and mas marerelax ka kasi may puno and malaki yun, sobrang laki nun. As in, matanda na siya pero antibay niya pa din. Ang tawag din dun is the tree of healing, the tree of spirits, the tree of protection. So the balete tree is considered as sacred guardian of the island, protecting its people from harm and misfortune. So karamihan sa mga lokal na mamamayan ng Siquijor, ginagamit nila ang ugat or dahon or sanga ng balite for healing. Kumbaga ginagamit ng mga manggagamot sa panggamot nila. Let's proceed to Cantabon Cave. Cantabon Cave has a 800-meter underground river with beautiful cave formations. Locals believe the water has a healing powers. Naniniwala ang mga lokal na may dalang gamot or may dalang healing ang tubig na galing sa Cantabon Cave, na kaya din dinadayo ng mga turista for them to experience the healing process. And marami daw nag-prove na gumaling sila dahil dun sa Cantabon Cave. Let's proceed naman tayo sa festival ng Siquijor. Number 1 na dyan yung Dilaab Festival na sineselebrate tuwing October. Diablab is a Bisaya term meaning fire or blaze, reflecting the energetic and passionate spirit of the festival. It recognizes the natural assets of the islands and honors the town patron Saint Francis of Assisi, known as a lover of nature, yung kanilang patron na si Saint Francis of Assisi. The festival features street dancing, cultural performance, and community gatherings showcasing the island's traditions and the local customs. So, parang pagbibigay pa sa salamat sa kanilang patron na si Saint Francis of Assisi. So, the Sulili Festival is a highlight of Siquijor's founding anniversary celebration held every September 17. It commemorates the traditional marriage ritual known as Sololi Binalaye, practiced in towns of Plazi. During this festival, the groom relatives meet the bride-to-be, and the celebration includes colorful parades, traditional dances, and vibrant costumes. The Solili Festival is a testament to island unity and peaceful community, offering a glimpse into its history and traditions. Yan. So, sineselebrate nila ang Solili Festival dahil ito ay pagbibigay importansya sa tradisyon nila. Other information about Siquijor is isa sa mga pagkain na nire-recommend ng Siquijor ay ang sea urchin or ang tinatawag nilang saluwaki. Saluwaki ang tawag sa sea urchin ng Siquijor, wherein marami ding mga turista ang kumakain nito at parang sinasabi nila na matamis and lasang-lasa mo talaga yung dagat. Other information then about Siquijor is Siquijor is the smallest province in the region and the third smallest province in the country. It is classified as a 5th class province and has 1 congressional district. Previously a sub-province of Negros Oriental, it became an independent province by virtue of Republic Act 6398. It has a total land area of 343.5 square kilometers, boasting of 102 kilometers long coastline. So, everyone, if you want to experience a lot of adventure and nature-loving trip, recommended ko ang mga probinsya sa Central Visayas, wherein you can enjoy and experience a lot of adventure and food delicacy stop destination and enjoy. Thank you so much, everyone.